Being spat at, being coughed at, being sneezed at.
Erica Posadas has never been physically attacked, but she's suffered so many racist taunts and comments since the start of the pandemic, she's lost count.
I saw a man walking towards me on the pavement and he was already shouting something. I didn't think anything of it. And as I cycled near him, he just spat on the road and was shouting Chinese bitch at me. And it takes, whenever these things happen, it takes a while for me to register that was to me and that was wrong.
Some of the incidents have been serious enough to report to the police, but Erica has always been reluctant to go down the official route.
I have tried to report it one time and it wasn't taken seriously. It was, are you sure they weren't just having a bad day? And from then on, I just thought, what's the point of reporting it? Because it's wasting a lot of my energy and time and hope.
When Darryl Law was attacked in Ealing, he was left with a partly detached retina and needed surgery to save his sight. He's recovered, but faces the dilemma of explaining to his young son why he was targeted.
My little boy, he's only 5 years old. I don't want to see him to know that, his dad got attacked. And there'll be questions as to why, what happened. And for me to tell him, oh, it's because the way that we look. He's going to grow up thinking, what is wrong with him.
London accounted for a quarter of all UK hate crimes against East and Southeast Asian people last year. Some are feeling so vulnerable, they're now taking part in self-defence classes.
Suddenly we have all this evidence and we've got to go somewhere with it, we've got to support people with it.
Much of that support should come from the police, but campaigners say first the Met has to get its own house in order and change the way it categorises people from ESEA communities.
The Met Police still categorise victims with Chinese or perceived to be Chinese appearance, which is what we would call East and Southeast Asian communities, as Oriental, which is a hugely offensive and derogatory word, steeped in colonial baggage, and it really just highlights the continued colonial attitude from authorities and institutions.
The police say they're in the process of updating the way they refer to different ethnic groups on their forms, but point out that individuals who commit race-hate crimes should rightly face the full force of the law. But that can only happen when victims have the confidence to speak out. Ronke Phillips, ITV News.